Welcome back everyone, Triple M here, and today we're talking about a brand new technology that will block third-party applications because of piracy concerns. So we're going to jump into the details as well as which devices are impacted. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, smash the notification bell. Let's go. So over the past couple of years, we know that everyone is cracking down on third-party applications. So we've seen this from YouTube, obviously some changes on different platforms. We know that Google's making some changes. Amazon hid their ability to install third-party applications, but a lot of this is pressure coming down, and this is about anti-piracy concern. However, now we have a new technology that's built into certain devices that will automatically block or degrade third-party applications from running on your favorite system. So today I'm going to read a little bit from Android Authority. This story did start out on Torrent Freak, and I'll link both articles in the description. So the title of this one, Sony's new tech could block sideloading piracy apps on Android TV. Here's some of the key details. Sony has filed a patent for anti-piracy monitored app on media players and TVs. The app would block or degrade the performance of sideloaded apps that allow pirated content. This will likely be for Android TV as Sony uses this platform on a smart TV. So Sony's no stranger to fighting piracy, be it on the PlayStation side of things or the music or video landscape. However, the company's latest anti-piracy measure could target Android TV. So the Japanese giant filed a new patent application to block piracy applications on smart TVs and streaming devices, Torrent Freak reported. Of course, Sony uses Android TV platform on a smart TV, suggesting that this anti-piracy measure could indeed come to Google's platform in limited fashion. So if you guys caught the video that I did yesterday, basically it's seeming that everything is shifting from your Android TV OS to your Google TV OS. So we see a lot of smart TV manufacturers, we see a lot of boxes are starting to come. We even seen some projector manufacturers that are starting to put your Google TV on their devices instead of Android TV. So that's where a lot of people think it's shifting to. So how this relates to this is that I can see if this was created for Android TV, it's somehow making its way over to Google TV, and we'll see how that all works out. But the concern for me is that once Sony develops this, other manufacturers, other companies will start to implement it as well on their devices. So how does the anti-piracy feature work? The company describes the use of a system-level monitor application. It will form part of the operating system, so baked into the operating system, so it doesn't seem like anything we can just delete. This application contains a blacklist of known pirated network resources, and example given are URLs or IP addresses, and would then identify third-party apps accessing the resources. From there, the monitor app will block third-party apps from running, throttle it provided a degraded experience, or pause the content at irregular intervals to frustrate viewers. I can see how this can be a thing. So this is just a patent right now, so no guarantee that anti-theft feature will actually land on commercial Sony devices. Nevertheless, it still raises plenty of questions. For one, you have to wonder whether or not the monitor app could hog system resources, resulting in chugging experience on Android TV. There's a precedent for this too. It's not uncommon to see choppier performance on PC games with anti-piracy measures. So basically saying that another thing we have to add that's going to monitor everything that your device does. This is going to hog resources, and just from past experience with PC games, it seems like when this is in play, you don't get the same performance that you would if these monitoring apps weren't in play. That's definitely a concern. All right, so it goes on to say Torrent Freak also pointed out the company's CD rootkit scanner from 2005. This saw Sony secretly install software on PCs after user inserted an audio disc into the disk drive. The software was then meant to prevent CD copying, but also skip the vulnerability that were exploited by malware. If you guys remember that, if you're old enough. Furthermore, the software would report to the user's listening habits and would prove to be difficult to uninstall. So in other words, you really have to wonder whether the future of anti-piracy applications on Sony's Android TVs would introduce the same issues. So a couple things. Yes, a lot of companies are tightening up on third-party applications. Not all third-party applications introduce the ability to get copyrighted material or obtain content illegally. But a couple of the big manufacturers still allow it, even though they could easily not allow the installs. In my opinion, you don't need a software running in the background if you want to stop the install of third-party applications. All you got to do is disable apps from unknown sources. You can lock the system down, and that will essentially take care of it. So I think the manufacturers know that people gravitate toward systems that allows more freedom. That's why Amazon, we see they did put an extra step to get to your third-party application, but they didn't shut it down completely. And I think that's going to be the similar story when it comes to Sony, or even in related to Android TV and Google TV. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you think. Is this a deal breaker if you purchase in a Sony TV? If you're new to the channel, subscribe, smash the notification bell. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.